You're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Shh. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 5th, 2025, the officer responded to a suspicious person with a weapon on 5900 Gulf Freeway. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was 17 years old. The defendant advised he was inside Jack in the Box while brothers were selling waters outside. The defendant saw a male rushing at his brothers with a knife, pulled out his gun, and pointed it at the male while telling his brothers to run. The officer performed a search on the defendant, locating a 9mm Glock 19, and the defendant advised he bought the gun from a friend for $150.
I mean,
Yes, Judge. In this case, the officer was going off the fact that he performed the search because he indicated there was a firearm. So
he's going to the defense of others.
Yes, Judge.
It's another person.
And it's just the way this is pled is because he's underage. He's below the age of 21. That's the way it's pled, Your Honor.
You hear this?
Hold on, I'm gonna go yell at somebody. Hold on. Don't know what's going on. Hi, Judge. Is this young man charged with unlawful carrying of possession for being under 21?
Correct.
Hold on, I've got a kit. Here's the GPS
But I'm
memo.
more concerned about the defense of others. Did you hear it? I mean,
Well, hold on.
a second.
Here's the GPS.
Let me give you a lawyer, Mr.
Yeah. Oh, I volunteer representation. Yeah.
Give me a record, can you fill that out, please?
I will do that. But here's a GPS memo saying that it's
on a second.
unconstitutional.
You know, representative gentleman.
Oh, hell yes. Here's the Fifth Circuit saying that it's unconstitutional. Here is the United States District Court, Northern District, saying it's unconstitutional. Here's a motion to quash information. I'll just cross out the name.
Great job.
Yeah, I had to get in this fight yesterday, and I'm teed up.
Here you go, Mr. Tito.
Thank you.
Judge.
I was gonna, yeah, I was, look, you gotta be very careful. You know, God forbid something happens where you really dig yourself a hole. I'm gonna find no probable cause, but really, you have to be very careful. You know, sometimes you make a decision in life and it can really have consequences, all right? You know what that means, right? Are you in school? It all starts with school, man. You got to get back into school. This is not a good way to go through life. At 17, the more schooling you have, the more money you're going to make. Knowledge is power, my friend.
17 years old and already facing a gun charge. But here's where it gets tricky. Texas law treats this seriously, yet his reason for carrying might surprise you. Was it self-defense, or a reckless choice that nearly ruined his future? Stick around, this case flips fast.
Do it. Make something. Make me proud. Please. It's going to get dismissed.
I have Mr. Jose Borrego here. He has an assault family member.
Is this Mr. Borrego?
Yes, correct. And we're asking the court to change or lift the protective order. This is an alleged incident that happened in August of last year. Since then, he and the complaining witness have been co-parenting. She is here right now. It has been very difficult to co-parent because of this protective order in place that they're trying to abide by. He's having to get hotel rooms so that he can have a place to stay. It's difficult with work. Also, she needs help with the child, and this protective order just has been difficult.
If there's a protective order and they're not supposed to be together and they're here together, that's not a good.
They did not come together.
So I don't know anything about your cases. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. All I know is that you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We will do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The complainant and the defendant are dating, and on August 23rd, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a family assault, and the complainant stated a verbal altercation began while she was in the car. The complainant exited the vehicle with her child, ran towards the home, and the defendant ran after her. The defendant took the baby and put the baby in the car. The defendant then grabbed the complainant's phone and smashed it to the ground. The complainant stated they got back in the car, and the defendant stated he was trying to drive into a box truck to kill them. The complainant grabbed the wheel to stop the defendant, and he bit her left forearm. The defendant began punching her in the face with a closed fist approximately 2 to 3 times. The defendant then stopped at the gas station, dropped the complainant and the child off, and left. The officer observed the complainant had visible injuries to her left forearm consistent with a bite mark, scratches to her face, and bruising on the left portion of her upper right arm.
Guys, I guess, do you want to go do the rip?
Your Honor, we could reach out to our DVD prosecutor.
And see if he's here.
Yes, Judge, it's also.
That was-
Yes, Judge. So we would need to reach out to the DVD prosecutor to allow him to perform the rip.
Okay, let's do this. The first thing, I want to know what she says, you know?
Okay,
I want to honor her wishes.
of course,
I want
Judge.
to know what her feelings are.
I spoke with her, Judge, and
Wow, talk about tough love with heart. Judge Fleischer doesn't just dismiss the case, he delivers a life lecture every young defendant should hear. Instead of punishment, he's offering redemption, but will every story today end this way? Not even close. The next case? Gets dark fast.
she is in the position she does not want to go forward with the charges. She wants Mr. Borrego to be in her child's life. Because of this protective order, it's been extremely difficult to co-parent. I spoke with her. I will let the prosecutor speak with her alone.
Is that his biological child?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Mr. Borrego, take a seat for me in the jury box while we get everything done. And then let me wait for the DVD to get here, and then we'll get the rip done, and then we'll talk.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You got the rip?
Yes.
Thanks.
So, I understand that there's some issues with, in terms of child custody and all that. So what I'm willing to do is agree to no threatening or harassing, but keep the residency restriction because they don't live together. I don't see a reason to allow him to be back at that residence.
He's currently going to hotels and motels so that he can abide by this protective order. It's been a financial strain on him. He's working, hours have been a little short, so it's just becoming increasingly difficult for him to continue to stay out of the residence, away from his child. So I'm asking that the resident,
My concern is the protection of the
Understand.
complaining witness,
Judge,
and
and I will say, I understand that, but given his prior assaultive history, the fact that there's an OR that, allegedly involves another assault after this date, I can't agree to a
I
residency
don't, what are
restriction.
you talking about?
He has 2 TDC trips for ag assaults.
Okay. You're saying there's an assault after this assault?
So I have a note that there was some sort of assault involving the same complainant from October. I'm working on getting the offense report to verify
You know
what
what?
that
I'm not
is.
aware of that, Judge.
So I,
Come up, Mr. Borrego. Come up. I'm not going to allow a contact if there's a prior assault that you're alleging as well now.
Yes, sir.
95% of the people who are in jail now are there because they have no self-control. They get upset, they wig out, and they do whatever the hell they want to do without thinking, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? The idea that we have these orders in place are so that nothing else happens. The last thing we want is more mayhem and bloodshed on our streets. I mean, every single day we have someone dying on our streets because of no self.
And there it is, the hammer drops. The judge draws a hard line on violence and self-control. These protective orders aren't just legal forms, they're literal lifelines for victims. He's not risking another tragedy on his watch. What do you think? Is the judge being overly strict, or protecting lives the only way he knows how? Drop your thoughts below.
Control. They're alleging that there's a prior assault with the same complaining witness. I get it. I know that you say no. I get everybody. What do you think? If I had one strand of hair for every person that said that, I'd have a beautiful head of hair. But I'm here to protect every person in this county at all costs. And they're saying you have this assault now. They're alleging so I don't want any contact. I will let you talk to your lawyer. You guys can hash this out. So hold on. I don't want you to talk here. You guys go out there, take your time. There's no rush. We have a lot of time to work things out. But if I have you charged with assault and they're saying that there's a prior one, it's just not going to happen. I get it. You guys talk, but I don't want you to have contact with this person. Don't. If I find that there's a protective order in place, you have to understand that an assault, you pick up a VPO, a violation of protective order, it's one of the worst cases. We can have a hearing to hold you at no bond when you violate condition on these types of cases. You guys go talk, see what you can do about explaining, but all right, please.
The judge, as of right now,
Because that's when you're the most helpful. Now when you're all stressed out and all the shices here, I don't want something further to happen. That's it. Okay? So look, it's not absolute. Show me that you're a good person. Show me that you're working, you're alcohol, drug free. Come back and we'll talk. All right? Okay. Thank you.